Hey there, how are you doing? Team Gadget Talks here, and we welcome you all to the hands-on demo of unmentioned changes and impressions of Android O's Developer Preview 3. Google has today pushed the Developer Preview 3 to all the eligible devices enrolled to Android Beta. Yesterday, they had posted the factory images of Android O Developer Preview 3 for all the eligible devices on the site. But today is the day when they started pushing or releasing it or rolling it out to all the eligible devices. This is a Nexus 5X in our hand, and we will take you through uh, first through the unmentioned changes. So if you go and check the release notes, there is no new change mentioned by Google in their official release notes, but we have gone through we have played with this developer preview 3 and we could notice some changes. So we will begin with a very interesting or expected change. So as you can see, this build is now mentioned as 8.0.0. So Google has made it clear that Android O will be known as Android 8. Okay, I mean that was expected, but now it's clear. If you go to the settings, you can notice again the same thing, that it will be called Android 8.0.0. Now coming to what all had changed, we will first tell you about one quick change or quick thing. You may have noticed that the Wi-Fi note, I mean for some, not for me, I mean for our device it was the same, but for some these like Wi-Fi icon and the mobile data icon, they swapped places in developer preview 2, and they are now back in the original positions with developer preview 3. Now there is one more change. So the notice bar has the Wi-Fi, and in on developer preview 2, if you have switched off the Wi-Fi from here, from the icon, that Wi-Fi was still there. This icon, I mean, it never used to go from the status bar, but now if you switch it off from here, you will notice that it is gone from the status bar. So many had noticed this thing. Okay, now uh, to a very cool new feature. So if you happen to play a music, and if you now go to the action center, you will notice that the album art is here, and this action center now displays the notification or music play in a very cool way. So your album art shows up, and then you have the controls here, and then you have an option of liking it up or down. So quite good actually. So it's kind of like it looks really nice, and as well as it is quite functional. Now there is one more change that you may have already noticed. If your app is now running in the background, the notification will tell you so. So you can also tap on for details for data, I mean how much data is being used, etc., etc. And while we are talking about this, if you go to lock screen, you will see the same thing. This cool looking notification for your music with the album art now comes or displays on the lock screen as well. So not only action center, but also on the lock screen. So this is really a very nice change, nice touch that Google has provided. Now coming to one more nice looking change. If you go to the camera, you can see, notice this this icon or control which allows you to swap between front camera and the back, I mean rear camera. Now coming to more changes, if you use this clock icon, you will notice that now uh, it has got a new icon, new clock app icon. If you tap on this, You will notice a new theme for clock. Okay, coming to more changes, if you go to settings, so many customization options which were available on developer preview 2 are gone. Okay, now coming to one more very interesting feature or new change. So while system, most of like features or the options are gone from system, your tuner. If you go to the battery, you will notice a very nice change, which is very visually appealing as well. So you may have already noticed. Let me do it once more. So this animation of this new battery animation is really cool. It's again a nice touch from Google. Now coming to what else I changed. So if you have a Pixel, if you go to the Google, if you go to the Pixel launcher settings, you now have one more option of teardrop size for adaptive icon. So if you go to the like Pixel launcher, you would be provided with one more option of giving a shape to your icon, so you can choose teardrop, which is new. So that really looks cool actually. So you can try that if you have a Pixel. Now coming back to what else had changed. So yes, there is one very subtle change which I would like to show to you. So you have, did you hear that? This is different. If you lock or unlock, the lock and unlock sound, Google has changed that on Developer Preview 3. So these were the unmentioned changes which we were able to notice in Developer Preview 3 of Android O. So if you have been able to notice anything more, you can let us know and we will kind of update our article which we'll write on Gadget Talks. Okay, now coming to how this build we have. So it's a penultimate kind of build. So the build after this would be the kind of like close to, or you can say that will be the final build which Google will roll out or release to first the Pixel and Nexus devices, and then the different vendors or manufacturers will release it to their own devices after testing. So this is supposed to be a good build, and apart from a small glitches here and there, so just you may have noticed in beginning when I was trying to resume the music, that it took some time. So that those kind of issues can come at certain times, but usually I have seen during my hands-on time with this build, which is not very long. So I just got this build in morning, and now I'm like doing a demo, so I could notice that it is working fine. So if you see the Subway Surfer game, so it took, maybe like it took a slightly more time while trying to resume, but it's okay. So I have two games open in background, so that may have some impact on it. So maybe Google will sort out the multitasking in the next build, which would be close to the final build. So, in a way, if you are already, kind of enrolled to beta Android beta, we will recommend you to go for this build because it brings some cool features and it is fine. You can live with it. There may be minor glitches which can, they are not that kind of a deal breaker. So with that, we come to end of this video. We hope that you may have liked it. You may have liked the demo of the unmentioned changes and the impressions that we shared of the Android OS Developer Preview 3. So keep watching, stay tuned to Gadget Talks for more. Thanks.